What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 431 or 2 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 46 of Reality Wrestling. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around there. Vintage dashing, never getting the opening completely 100% correct. What up? I mean, welcome all for another action-packed card, as always here. Of course, this Friday evening, as yesterday I was unable to stream, so today we're going to be doing a double immediately following Reality Wrestling, going to be Genesis number 114, of course, with a great-looking card, 5 Elimination Chamber qualifiers, coming off of SummerSlam this past Sunday. Now for the Genesis Superstars, we are on the road to Point Break in 4 weeks' time. Of course, guys, tomorrow, Saturday, CMV returns to Tokyo, Japan, and the Tokyo Dome for the 3rd Annual Tag Team Cup. And that'll probably be live around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune into that. Certainly going to be a good one. Also announced this week, Pierre Thompson will be making his debut as a Fusion Superstar, challenging Paul Devon in his home country for his United States Championship. And just as I say that, look who drops in, Big Sonny. Big Sonny the Tan Boy. What up, what up, what up? And then not this Sunday, of course, this Sunday we have Showdown from the Unmatched show, as well as WWE's Elimination Chamber. But next Sunday, guys, Fusion's Dark Carnival pay-per-view going to be going down, and that is one tasty-looking card as well. But let's get into this latest edition of the Reality Wrestling. As starting things off, going to be Nicholas Hemmerling, my friends. The Australian-born superstar who debuted last week with a victory over Johnny Vegas. Now looking to continue his momentum and taking on the Luchador Twisted here at the top of our program. Of course, quite a great action-packed show we have. Our main event going to be an 8-pack challenge, 8-man pin sub battle royale for #1 contendership for the Rising Star Championship. The winner will actually challenge champion RGP for the belt at Dark Carnival next Sunday. A lot of very talented superstars in that one. We've also got the debut of Gary Reed here from the Genesis roster. He'll be taking on Samuel Boone, the purveyor of Boone Juice, former United States champion. Could be a big debut for Reed, as well as the Wrasslin Club and tag team action against former tag team champions Dance Party. And of course, it was that draft announced earlier this week. Not really a draft, more of a trade struck up between general managers Johnny Sampson and Castle Fave. So from the Fusion roster to Genesis traded was Kendall Wolf, Kevin Silva, and Zach Smith, while from Genesis to Fusion traded some big names. Pierre Thompson back to the Fusion roster, Alistair Knox, former Anarchy champion, and Sean Kent. Pierre Thompson hasn't been a member of the Fusion roster and, well, gosh, since Xander Slate beat him at last year's SummerSlam, remember, to kick him off of Fusion. So he returns, challenging Paul Devine for the United States title tomorrow night in Tokyo, Japan. Hey, what up, Dash? And hello, Big Toph, the one and only Tops himself. But Twisted is set for action, guys, with a Luchador back down, taking on Nicholas Hemmerling, who we still don't know too much about. Very, very great debut for him last week, though. It certainly wasn't easy. He and Johnny Vegas actually put on one hell of a matchup, but it was Hemmerling in the end who was able to take home the victory, as he looks to do so here against Twisted. Yeah, Rip Top. Guess his alarm didn't go. Was that from that angle, guys? That looked like a straight up open hand slap That's going to piss Twisted off. Firing back with a modified single knee gutbuster, guys. Up next, actually, Coach Dave Daniels is going to be on the ring with a little bit of screen time. Says he has something on his mind that's been bothering him these past couple of weeks, so he's getting that opportunity to vent his frustrations. We'll hear what he has to say. I guess Nicholas countered that double axe handle. Oh, and then a big clothesline actually phased through him. That's how disgusting that clothesline was. Yes, Genesis is immediately following Reality Wrestling. Well, there'll be like a 10-minute break for me to actually have to set up the card, but yeah, pretty much right after. Tis a double today. Yeah, my cards are always from bottom to top, hellish. First matchup on the bottom and the main event on the top. Up to the second turnbuckle now. And a nice elbow drop by the Aussie-born competitor here. Of course, a part of the Genesis roster. That would be great, Diamond. I would love that. When I get a capture card one day it will happen. We're going to get those informative Coach Dave Daniel videos all the time. Oh, and our first tweet of the evening, guys, comes from Adam Valentine, who says, of course Miss Cass LaFave doesn't want the Adam Valentine, especially after the blatant vote tampering that happened at CyberSlam. The conspiracy continues. I guess Adam Valentine talking about not being booked on tonight's Genesis, but some news for him here. He is booked on next week's Genesis, actually, in an Elimination Chamber qualifier for the International Title Elimination Chamber. Of course, tonight's episode of Genesis, we have 5 chamber qualifiers, 3 for the Alpha World Championship Chamber and 2 for the International Championship Chamber. That's at Point Break. Of course, in 4 weeks' time, those 2 matches go down. Nice inverted alley-oop by Twisted, now going up to the top rope. Watch out, Poe, perched up high. The high flyer takes a risk with a moonsault, and it does pay off. Beautifully executed. Now Nicholas Hemmerling brought right up to a vertical base. Able to counter that scoop slam attempt, though, into a reverse DDT slap with the tit on the way down. Now Hemmerling, what is he looking for here? Irish whip. Watch out, Poe, again, taking a lot of near bumps here in this one. Oh, Nicholas Hemmerling, we saw him hit this a couple of times on Johnny Vegas last week. Beautiful DDT off of the top rope. That's going to scramble the braids of Twisted now. Perched up high as Hemmerling for a Swanton Bomb attempt. But actually, Twisted likes to hit some Swanton Bombs himself every now and again, so I guess he was like, nah. Sharp German suplex, though, going to keep Hemmerling on the driver's seat. Now to the apron and a springboard dropkick, double boots planted right to the chest. Again, guys, our main event here on Reality Wrestling number 46 going to be a doozy 8-man pin and submission battle royal. The winner receiving a Rising Star Championship shot against, of course, champion RGP next Sunday at Dark Carnival. What a super kick out of nowhere by Twisted. 1, 2, nearly gets the job done, but not quite enough. Twisted can't seem to believe it. A little bit shocked that that wasn't enough to get the job done. Now out to the apron he goes himself. Whew, excuse me. Perfect position. Beckoning for Hemmerling to rise up to his feet. Not looking pretty. Slingshot spear. Just going to cut Hemmerling right in half. Now Twisted turning to the crowd. Arm raised up high. The fans on their feet. They seem to be behind him. Yeah, you think he's from Australia. Be a little bit more tanned. Clothesline, though, and Twisted goes tumbling down to the outside. That's the price he's going to pay for taunting and mocking the rookie here. Now on the apron, I thought he was about to do maybe a moonsault or something to be like, goddamn. Poe beginning his count now. Restarting the count now at 1. Suntan, are you ready for D'Angelo Prince to become #1 contender, baby? He's got to get through 7 others, but it's possible. Anybody's ball game in tonight's main event. Snake eyes off of that apron. Where are the hardest parts of the ring? Converge, but Twisted's all right. Gonna take the fight back into the ring. Now down on one knee. Twisted closes in. Busted wide open with a sharp elbow. Nicely done there by Hemmerling. Now into the corner and a second time, my friends. Hemmerling gonna go up to the top rope and a wicked DDT. Now turning to the CMV Universe, who are very hyped up. What an opening matchup this has been. Hemmerling looking to finish. Hurricane Rana attempted, but a powerbomb by Twist. Going to make sure that that does not go through. Hemmerling trying to combat Twisted's athleticism with his own, but it's not really working out for him. Forearm smash, now the kip up, inverted atomic drop into the scoop slam. Twisted is rolling right now, my friends. Up to the top rope. Swanton bomb, and he's going to get it. Show Hemmerling how it's properly done. Not even going to go for the pin. A fire lit up under his ass with that fire extinguished in just a second with that nasty DDT. What up, Soul? Welcome. As now, guys, look at perfect positioning. Poe telling Hemmerling to get down for his own safety, but Nicholas, took too long. He was too tired. Took forever to get up to that top rope. I think he was going to look for the Swanton bomb. Hemmerling trying to stay in control, though. Nice catchphrase. Seems like Hemmerling's building a slow, methodical pace as we near the end of this matchup. Now to the top rope, a little bit quicker this time. Twisted, nice enough to roll right into the perfect position. But again, Twisted starts to move away just as he gets there. Nicholas got to be getting a bit pissed off right now. Rolls to the outside, catches a quick breather to Twisted. Now face to face with his opponent. Goes for another super kick. Hemmerling's life just flashed before his eyes. Back rotation suplex though. Oh, what a reversal into a bulldog. That was 10 out of 10. Too sweet. Oh, Twisted tuning up the band. Super kick number 2. That will do it. 1, 2, 3. What? Twisted out here arguing with Chris Benoit's ghost. He can't believe it. Nicholas Hemmerling with the show of resiliency to kick out of a second super kick. Yeah. Cop overslept, so rip in peace. Now we have Reality Wrestling immediately followed by Genesis number 114. Cobb said he will stream after me, but it'll be really late his time, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Nasty German suplex right there by Twisted, trying to keep his head above the water at this point in the matchup. Oh, what is this? Twisted with a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter being applied by Twisted. Nowhere near the ropes. Nicholas Hemmerling might be forced to submit. Will he taste it? Yes! Nicholas Hemmerling forced to submit via the sharpshooter. Twisted with a great victory. Debuting a new maneuver here, man. Hemmerling could have had the match won a couple of times, but every time he got to the top rope to try to hit that swanton, Twisted would start moving out of position. Two super kicks, word enough to get the job done. There's that second one. I don't know how Nicholas Hemmerling kicked out of that, man. That's probably one of the most beautiful super kicks I have ever seen. But it was a sharpshooter that did the deed in the end. Nicholas Hemmerling putting up another great showing, but takes his first defeat. Watch out, Poe. What a way to kick off Reality Wrestling number 46. Great contest, an awesome win for Twisted. As now, my friends, we await the arrival of Coach David. Says he's got something on his mind that's been bothering him these past couple of weeks and he wants to vent his frustrations. Well, he's being given a mic in a couple of minutes. Let's hear what he has to say. The coach, ladies and gentlemen, WGW World Heavyweight Champion Dave Daniels has got something to say before the action continues with the debut of Gary Reed taking on Samuel Boone. That is a big debut opportunity for Reed to take on a former United States champion. Then, of course, we have the Ballers Club against the Dance Party, former tag team champions. This could be the proving grounds for Chris Sullivan and J2 Fury, especially heading into the Tag Team Cup tomorrow. As soon as they're done here on Round the Wrestling, they're hopping on a flight to Tokyo, Japan, baby. And then in our main event, an 8-man pin and submission battle royal, we're going to find ourselves a new #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship, who will face RGP next Sunday at Dark Carnival. Twisted did win, incredible. Welcome, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Nice of you to drop in. Twisted won via a sharpshooter, which we've never seen him lock in before. So that was interesting. That's next week, Topher. I had already booked Reality Wrestling when the predictions went down. Oh. All right, let's hear what Mr. Dave Daniels has got to say for himself, my friends. Dave Daniels has had a rather up and down career here in CMV so far. Couple wins, couple losses. Nothing really significant, though. Perhaps tonight will be the turning point. Let's see what he's got on his mind. It never ceases to amaze me. Just when you think things are going the way you want, something changes. They end up going in the opposite direction. It goes to show how unpredictable life can be. For example, I'd like to ask my tag team partner to come out here to talk, and we'll just see what happens. So Dave Daniels, guys, calling out former Rising Star champion Jack Dialop, and there he is. These two form the Pros. What could Dave Daniels want with Jack Dialop? A public confrontation here between these two. Dialop, of course, been on the hunt to reclaim the Rising Star Championship ever since he lost it to Midseo Yu back at the King of the Ring tournament. Dialop looks just as lost as all we are out here, my friends. All right, man, what do we have here? Another chapter in your ongoing drama. What happened? Someone spit in your oatmeal? What's got you so upset? A little bit of friction between the Pros here. Jack Dialop spitting a little bit of fire. Who spit in your oatmeal? I wouldn't want anybody spitting in my oatmeal, to be fair. When we first paired up, I thought the combination of our physical prowess and in-ring intelligence would separate us from the pack. We would be able to stand leaps and bounds ahead of the other superstars, but it's not working. I don't know what it is, but I don't care anymore. I want to split up. So Dave Daniels, apparently not happy with the Pros' trajectory so far. If I understand things right, you're telling me I suck, and I'm the reason we're not respected. If I remember things right, you're the one who's actually bringing down our matches, and don't blame me. If we're going to end things, then we're going to do it right, with everyone knowing that I'm the one, or that you're the one, rather, who can't bring it. So Jack Dialop saying, hey, if we end things, let's have a match. I don't care what you say or who you say it to. The only way you and I will stand in the same ring together is as opponents. And when the day comes, I'll show you just how great I am and how mediocre you are. So Dave Daniels accepting the challenge. I guess the Pros are no more. Dialop still has something to say. I really thought we could be friends, even if we were having troubles. But I see that that's not the case. I see that from here on out, we're no longer friends, we're enemies. Such is the life of a solo superstar, one against the world. But that's fine with me. I like playing the odds. When we next meet, I won't be so kind. Now these two just jousting verbally, but Jack Dialop going to take his leave, so the Pros have been disbanded. Jack Dialop laid out a challenge, and Dave Daniels accepted. Looks like we got a matchup between these two coming soon. As Dialogue makes his way to the back, ladies and gentlemen. And a tweet here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our next matchup, comes from Flashy, who says the Brass Ring Club is the best club. All of the Brass Ring Club in action tonight. Chris Sullivan and JT Fury taking on the Dance Party after this in our co-main event. And then Flashy will be a part of that 8-man elimination battle royale. Pin and sub to find ourselves a new #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship. But first, guys, Gary Reed makes his debut as a part of the Genesis roster, and certainly not getting a walk in the park for his first bout. None other than United States champion, the Rare Boone Juice, Samuel Boone, his opponent. I don't know what you're talking about, Diamond. Now remember, guys, immediately following Reality Wrasslin, Friday Night Genesis will be going live with a stacked card of 5 Elimination Chamber qualifiers. 3 for the Alpha World Championship Chamber and 2 for the International Championship Chamber. Damn, the fans are already in a foul mood after seeing the pros break up. But here we have it, guys. The first appearance of new Genesis superstar, Gary Reed. Calls himself the Dragon. Making his way towards the ring, and this guy looks mean. Apparently comes from a Japanese background. So if that means anything, look at that other Japanese superstars in this company like Masao Yuma, of course Matsuda Tanaka from RJPW, both of them nasty, nasty strikers. I guess we'll have to wait and see what Reed is all about here in this one. And a tweet, guys, from Chris Diamond says, "At Flashy, nah fam, it's all about Ballers Club, baby." That Ballers Club and Brass Ring Club can be going back and forth with each other lately. And of course, they face off first round tomorrow in the Tag Team Cup. And here comes Reed's opponent, none other than the purveyor of Boone Juice, and believe it or not, a former United States champion here in CMV. Samuel Boone, who since his return a couple of months ago after an 8-month hiatus, has been struggling, falling into a deep hole to get himself a win. Week in and week out, collecting those L's. Can he turn it around here by burying some young talent? I'd kiss Hastings on the back. Samuel Boone, no matter what's happened in his career, though, you can always assure that he's going to be in a good mood. And I'm sure he managed to chug down a good couple cans of that Boone Juice before coming out here. And a tweet here, guys, from El Jefe says, "Next week on Reality Wrestling, prepare for some lucha action as I go one-on-one with Rey Furioso." That should most definitely be an interesting first-time matchup. El Jefe, a former 2-time light heavyweight champion, Furioso, a 2-time, former Rising Star champion. Of course, Furioso's in action tonight on Genesis in an Elimination Chamber qualifier, taking on Dallas Steel. That should itself be an interesting collision. The strength and raw, just power and aggression of Steel versus the Lucha Libre background and the high-flying aptitude athleticism of Ray Furiosa. Right now, though, Samuel Boone taking a firm lead over Gary Reed. Now to the second turnbuckle, the former U.S. champion with a beautiful elbow drop. Grabbing Reed by the hair in his head. Jawbreaker, though, by the debuting rookie. Able to dodge that, I don't know, knee attempt perhaps, and catching it with a neckbreaker. Boone going hard in the paint here from the get-go. Irish whip. Reed rebounds off the ropes. Right into a nice chest bump showing good sportsmanship. Now an Irish whip off the ropes from Reed. Gonna go for a roundhouse kick, but unfortunately not able to pull it off successfully. Now Boone into a front headlock, rake of the eyes right there. Dirty heel tactics on display by Boone. That's something I'm not used to seeing. Maybe he's getting fed up with taking so many losses. Look at these kicks straight to the face. Jesus Christ, man. Reed, please respond. This is far from a good start for the young blood, Gary Reed. He is absolutely getting whooped by the purveyor of Boone juice. There we go. Final reversal. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. For a shoulder breaker. Oh, mamacita. That is an easy way of just popping your shoulder out of the socket. Boone not allowing for Reed to take control for very long, though. Crosses the arms for a straight jacket DDT. Nicely done right there. My eyeball is itchy. Now down on one knee, to punch to the top of the head by Samuel Boone, bringing Reed to his feet. Holy shit, what a big boot. Right to the side of the head. You see the way that Gary just fell like a spaghetti noodle. And I believe Samuel Boone might have been trying for his somersault cutter right there. Another shoulder breaker. Seems like Gary Reed is targeting the arms pretty heavily, and Samuel here again going for the arm. Just a simple wrench. Yeah, apparently it was 2 hours long. One of the longest matches in WWE history, it seems. Another boot by Samuel Boone. We'll see how long our main event here on Round Wrestling goes. An 8-man pinner sub battle royal to find a new #1 contender for the Rising Star title. But wait a minute, guys. Boone in the corner yet again. Oh, I thought he was going to try for his, nice single-handed bulldog, but I thought he was going for his somersault cutter. Goes for the pin nonetheless. Middle of the ring with the leg hooked, only a 1 count. That punch going to clip Boone. Not enough to phase him, though. Clothesline. Gary Reed jumping right back up to his feet. Not planning on staying out for very long. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, look at that, though. Perfect opening for Gary. Samuel Boone has exhausted so much energy. Oh, my God. Did you see the way that Boone's arm was bent there, guys? Holy shit. That looked like it hurt. I do not envy Samuel Boone. The way that Gary Reed is going after Boone's arm in this match, it was like a fucking tiger tearing apart a big juicy steak. My God. Hey, what up, J-Rod? As Samuel Boone finally able to escape the clutches of that arm bar. Well, an elbow to the side of the head, but Reed not allowing him to stay control for very long. That elbow to the face, though, not really gonna give him a choice. Busted wide open. Sends a knee to the midsection of Boone. Now to the corner again. What could the rookie be looking for here? Knee to the midsection. Tosses him out into the center of the ring. Now to the top rope. Gary Reed flying with a leg drop. Bulldog. Beautiful. Picture perfect. Now a lateral press. One. Just a 1 count, though. You see Gary Reed bleeding pretty badly from that cut on his forehead he received via an elbow. This is the second matchup of the evening. Still 2 to go. We got Wrasslin Club versus Dance Party up next, and then the 8-man pin sub battle royal in our main event. Gary Reed a little bit quicker there. Going for the shoulder again. Now you see Reed just looking right down at Boone as he takes a couple of deep breaths. Tries to get some gas back in the tank. To a vertical base. Both men up at the same time. But it is Reed who strikes first. Again for the arm. Guys, oh! Bridging arm bar if he gets it up. He's got it locked in. Gary Reed has got it locked in. That brutal arm bar. What a reversal by Pooh. It doesn't go for a pin. He should have gone for a pin. Could have stolen it right there. Oh, out of nowhere. Boone with that leg hook of his. 1, 2. But only a 2 count. Gary Reed able to withstand the storm. Man, that kick to the temple came out of nowhere. That's how quick Boone is. That's how fast he can knock you off. Code breaker to the arm, though. I don't even know how that arm is still attached to Boone's fucking torso. Whatever Reed went for there, though, countered by Samuel. And now a suplex dropped into a neck breaker. And Boone once more on the prowl, lining up the shot, even though that arm's got to be hurting. Going to use his. Wait a minute, what? Oh, Boone with a rolling armbar on Gary Reed here. Rolling armbar cinched in by Samuel Boone, and Gary Reed taps. Wow, Reed spent the entire match targeting Boone's arm, only for Samuel to get the victory via a rolling armbar. And Gary Reed thwarted in his CMV debut. Samuel Boone picking up his first win since his return. Samuel Boone, my friends, forcing the rookie to tap out here in his debut via a rolling armbar. What an ironic end, if you will, for Reed to have spent the entire match targeting Boone's arm. Samuel Boone victorious for the first time since his CMV return. What a match, fight through the pain and all. All right, my fine feather friends, it is co-main event time here on Reality Wrasslin number 46, as the Wrasslin Club are set for their biggest challenge to date, former tag team champions dance party. Both of these teams, of course, involved in tomorrow night's third annual CMV Tag live from Tokyo, Japan. Both of them going to be jumping on a plane as soon as the show is over, as soon as this match is over. And the brackets for said event have been posted on Twitter and the Discord. So if you haven't seen them yet, the card should be up on the website tonight sometime. But Wrasslin Club will be taking on the Ballers Club first round. That should definitely be interesting. Well, Dance Party, I actually don't know who they're taking on first round. I've actually completely... Shindig Shebang, that's it, Shindig Shebang. Jimmy Gimmick and Shanaz and Donnie. So you know that both of these pairs are looking for some momentum. Both of them need it. Because Chris Sullivan is coming off of a singles loss earlier this week on Fusion, as is Hans von Braun. And of course, we'll see Flashy of the Wrasslin Club in action up next in our main event. That 8-man pin sub Battle Royale. But we know what the winners of the Tag Team Cup get. They get that big old beautiful trophy, of course, the cup itself. A bonus check, and most importantly, a shot at the ATL and those Fusion Tag Team titles on the same night. And if history is an indicator, then the winners of the Cup have a 100% chance of walking out with the gold. Last year, Extreme Conditions won the Cup and then beat, Dual Maxwell in a handicap match to win the titles. The year before that, Zach Payne and Ryan Kent dethroned T and Lee to win the titles. Yes, the Cup is tomorrow, probably around 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But here is Chris Sullivan and JT Fury My friends certainly ready for this big test and their tag team careers heading into the Cup tomorrow. I know, and it's sad. This is going to be the first Cup that Britt has not been a part of. The first Cup, of course, he was with Mike Miles for Foreign Affairs, and last year it was the Odd Couple with Parker. But now he's on Genesis, and it's a Fusion exclusive event, so rip the Britt streak. And a tweet here, guys, from D'Angelo Prince. Says, tonight is the first step on the road to the throne. Involved in that battle royal, looking for a shot at the Rising Star Championship. And a tweet to follow it up, guys, by the ATL. The Fusion Tag Team Champion says, ballers, brass rings, what does it matter? When you were all about to fall back down the ladder, you climbed up. Hashtag on lock. The ATL currently unbeaten as a team, 7-0. And they are very confident no matter which of the 8 teams wins the Cup tomorrow night, they will still walk out of the Tokyo Dome with those belts on lock. But here come the former Fusion Tag Team Champions who never got their rematch for the Fusion Tag Team title. Because remember, they lost them to the Anarchists, and then the Anarchists lost them the very next week to Jacob Ziegler and Hayden. So Dance Party really never got their opening for a rematch. Now they have to make it through the Cup if they hope to get another shot at the belts. All right, here we go. Co-main event. It is the Brass Ring Club and the Dance Party. Both teams looking for momentum heading into the Tag Team Cup tomorrow night, where, of course, Poe will be joining us as the official for said event back in his home country. And let's not forget, besides the Cup guys, also announced Pierre Thompson makes his debut as a Fusion Superstar, challenging Paul Devon in his home country for the United States Championship. That should be one hell of a bout. I believe a first-time encounter. Chris Sullivan starting off strong against Hansi, who only ever wanted to be a dancer, but Papa Braun forcing him to be a wrestler instead. Slingshot leg drop right there by Sullivan, beautifully executed. Now rebounding off the ropes, and an elbow drop going 1,000,000 miles a minute so far. Down on one knee, and it will be Sullivan and JT Fury who represent the Brass Ring Club tomorrow in the Tag Team Cup. Stiff knee just as Hans Von Braun was looking for the opening. Now a kick to the gut and a DDT. Sullivan dominating Hans, who's a good probably foot taller than him and certainly more jacked. Look at that. If there's anybody to be suspicious about when it comes to, steroid use, let's just get right down to it. It's not that I'm accusing him. I'm just saying. People accuse Dallas Steele. But, I mean, he's nothing compared to this guy. We did get a little bit of background on Hans, though, when Baron talked about how he used to be a professional power lifter. Now here comes Papa Baron, the man formerly known as Gluttony. Stomp to the back of Sullivan's quad there. There we go. Boot to the chin. Gonna stun him long enough. Sullivan tries to close in, but instead gonna get that big meaty claw down his gullet. Luckily, he's able to reverse just in the nick of time. Hook to the jaw now from behind, and nice half Nelson single knee backbreaker, the Irish backbreaker to be exact. Or half Irish backbreaker, I do believe. Of course, Sullivan coming from Boston, Massachusetts, which of course is where Genesis emanates from tonight. Final cut, but not even a pin attempt. That's an interesting strategy there by Sully. Now an Irish over to the corner. Looks for a tag to JT Fury. Not going to happen, though. Knee to that gut instead. Surprised his knee doesn't get sucked in. Counters the kick to the midsection into a belly-to-belly. Is there a place that Baron doesn't have hair on him? He's got hair on his shoulders, for crying out loud. Has this man ever seen a razor? Oh, man. Face plant. Sullivan getting well introduced to the canvas right there. Now an Irish over to the corner of Dance Party. Looks for a tag to Son Hans. Hey, what up, Gamer Tribe, my friend? What's poppin', B? Excited for tomorrow, the Ballers Club in Tokyo, Japan. It's going to be Chris Diamond and Rob Cross representing, but here comes JT Fury. Hot tag while Hans was busy in the corner, but the hot tag kind of completely thwarted with one hell of a clothesline by Hansi. Rebounds off the ropes, clothesline, doesn't even take Von Braun off his feet. German suplex reversal by Fury into an arm drag that takes him down. There we go. Single boot to the chest, single boot to the chest. Again, can he get it a third time? Yes, he can. It's all brought together perfectly. Oh, now lining up the shot. Fury wasted no time. TKO. I mean, Chris Sullivan is still down, but perhaps 1, 2, no, slowly but surely. Baron able to make the save. JT Fury a bit miffed about that, but Baron retracts to the apron. You know, Baron wants to do something about Fury right there, but he can't. Poe is watching closely. Missile drop kick. Textbook execution. DDT now at the kneeling position, and Hans is in big time trouble. Ralph and Sugar letting us know how much they love this tag team action here on Reality Wrestling. I'm sure they were very excited for our main event up next. That 8-man pin and submission battle royal. Wrong time to dance. I look at JT Fury's watch. I'm like, God damn, that's actually pretty good. Now back suplex. You only ever wanted to be a dancer. Lion salt to follow through by Fury. And then showing off those 18-inch pythons, brother. Hook to the jaw. Gonna turn Hans about. Able to escape that waistlock. Punch to the back of the head. Charges him. Can't really bear any fruit, though. Now an Irish Ripper to the corner of the Brass Ring Club. Tag to Chris Sullivan, I believe. A little bit of magic is going to be killed tonight. And there we go. Beautifully executed. Sullivan into the pin. Let's see if JT Fury can stop Papa Baron. 1. Oh, he can't. Wow, failing miserably, too. But now he's going to try to take Baron out as Sullivan goes for the pin again. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. JT Fury just got squashed like a bug. If you have a call, I'll take them if you want to. I have some room. I actually have a lot of room. I just deleted a lot of calls, a lot of inactives. So I have a good amount of room. So anybody who might have a new call or anything, we are open for business. A good few spots opened up. All you got to do is type !, join in our chat. CMVWrestling.com is our website. Leg Lariat by Chris Sullivan on spaghetti legs. JT Fury trying to get back into the ring, thrown overhead with that capture suplex, though. And now Hans with the opening. Looking down the sights. Sully boy is in big time trouble with that running power bomb. Look at like a little boy. Made it look like a child. Hooks the leg now. Poe in a position. Can JT Fury make the save? Not going to try to. Has a lot of confidence, I guess, that Sully can kick out, and he does, luckily. The legged scooter. Trying to turn things around. The Ballers Club, to this point, have been largely in control. But Hans is not going down with a fight once more. Attacking JT Fury, changing positions this time. As we have got a second dose of the Magic Killer. Let's see if maybe Chris Sullivan is a bit better on defense than Fury was. Yes, he is. 1, 2, 3 in the Brass Ring Club. Even though Baron was able to counter whatever Sullivan went for there. The Brass Ring Club victorious, picking up that momentum. Heading into the Cup tomorrow night live from Tokyo, Japan. So I'm getting a quick drink of water. Chris Sullivan and JT Fury not looking too shabby heading into the 3rd annual Tag Team Cup tomorrow night. Are we perhaps looking at our winners? And maybe our next Fusion Tag Team Champions. For tonight, we'll see now if their partner in Flashy can find himself a W in our main event to come. We did indeed get the trace there, Topher, and we're going to get a lot of traces, at least 7 traces, here in our main event of Number 40. There's a pin or submission battle royal, which means all 8 of these guys are going to be active in the ring at the same time. You know, usually battle royal, you get eliminated by being tossed over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. Not here. Only pinfall or submission will cause elimination, and the last man standing will earn himself a Rising Star Championship match next Sunday at Dark Carnival against the current champion, of course, RGP, Roger Polerman. And we have got some big names in there. Certainly D'Angelo Prince would probably be a favorite, the most experienced of these 8. You've got Eric Skarsgård, of course, who challenged for the Rising Star title this past Sunday at SummerSlam, and the only interference by Brock Lesnar. Yes, you are hearing me right, guys. Brock Lesnar interfered, attacking Skarsgård and pretty much handing the championship to RGP. You've got Johnny Columbus, of course, who has a couple of times fought in number 1 contenders matches for the Rising Star Championship. Seth Royce with his first big opportunity here in his CMV career. Blake Virtue, who was on a roll before taking that loss to Pullman, actually on last week's Reality Wrestling, looking to bounce back. Kevin Silva, guys, Ryan Riley, and of course, Flashy to round him out. I should have turned off entrances, by the way. The fans already preemptively booing. As the first to make his way out here, my friends, none other than D'Angelo Prince, the leader of the Enterprise. Of course, the Jackson Bros usually backing him up, and D'Angelo Prince actually, I want to say a CMV veteran, but the reason he's able to compete in this matchup is he's never been around long enough to truly, surpass that 6-month mark. Way back in season 3, he was a part of CMV, had a little bit of, around just a little while, had that feud with Elijah Stewart. Then he came back last season. Remember, he was taken out by Xander Slate injured. And then he came back this season as a part of NGW, and of course that died. So now he's here. Hey, what up, Ryan? Just in time. As a double R, Ryan Riley about to be in action here in this 8-man battle royale. D'Angelo Prince ready to finally get his hands on some CMV gold. Entrance is going to be longer than this actual match. And of course, guys, remember, immediately following the end of Reality Wrestling, not immediately, like 10 minutes or so, I'll have to actually go make the card. But Genesis, the sound guy hitting the wrong button. D'Angelo Prince coming out here again. No, this is going to be Blake Virtue D'Angelo Prince like, this motherfucker stole my goddamn theme. Well, like I said, Virtue on a pretty great streak until last week when RGP was able to knock him off in the main event. Still carrying a good amount of momentum behind him, though. Virtue most definitely wants to get his hands on RGP again, with the opportunity to become the new Rising Star champion on the line here in this one. They're lusting after you, Topher. They're big Topher fans. D'Angelo Prince, Blake Virtue, both ready to go here. Remember, guys, this is pinfall or submission only to be eliminated. I think we've had 2 of these this season so far on Fusion and Genesis. The Fusion Premier actually had one, and I believe there was one on Genesis at some point. But essentially an 8-pack challenge where all these guys are going to be jammed in the ring at the same time. It's going to be chaos. As out third now will be the self-proclaimed Portuguese wrestling god who says the main event is where he belongs. And he's actually been pining after that Rising Star Championship since he and Chris Sullivan broke off. Silva picking himself up a win last week on Reality Wrestling via countout over Johnny Columbus. And Kevin Silva now officially a member of the Genesis roster. He was part of that trade made earlier this week between the GMs. Oi, oi, oi. Kevin Silva, a submission expert. The other 7 superstars of this matchup had Best Beware You. A nice back shot there, Blake Virtue. I would kiss the small of Blake Virtue's back. Boo. Boo. Look at that one guy standing up. He's excited. The green shirt boys are excited. Oh boy. Now, guys, I do believe this is No Love. Seth Royce, who we haven't seen actually in a couple of weeks, had himself a little bit of a vacation, but now returning with his eyes set on that Rising Star Championship. Topher, don't you just love entrances? I love entrances. I could just watch a whole show of entrances. Seth Royce, most definitely not a guy that you want to ask out to brunch. Somebody who can just strike up a little talk with. This guy is mean to the bone. I passed by him a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, what's up, man? Welcome to CMV. Glad to have you. He just looked at me. He spit my oatmeal. I think I have a hair in my mouth, but I'm not too sure. The struggle, you know? Seth Royce ready to go here at our main event of Reality Wrestling number 46. Yeah, the crowd do not like anybody in this matchup. They're booing everyone out of the building. Heels everywhere. Oh, why did my screen just go purple there for a second? That was weird. What the hell was that? And here we go, my friends. Number 5, the Psychotic Ryan Riley. Began his CMV career a couple of months ago on a little bit of a roll, actually. He was picking himself up a lot of good wins, but recently has hit a bit of a snag, picking up 2 losses in these last few weeks. So you know he wants to turn things around big time here in this battle royal. Nobody can get this. This crowd is just they hate it. I would get just insane out here. I think they boo. A head of lettuce. Topher, be honest. If you saw Chris Diamond walking down the street with a bowl of oatmeal, would you spit in it? Hey, there we go. Now the fans are alive. Big Ryan Riley fans. Looks like Double R's got the support of the crowd here. See if he can utilize it to take this match home. As now we await number 6 here. Maybe now the fans will get a little bit lively as Johnny Columbus makes a beeline for the ring. Like I said previously, Columbus has had multiple opportunities to qualify for the Rising Star Championship. Number 1 contender's bounce, but has never able to grab himself the victory. Will tonight be his night, finally? And you know he's probably going to want to try to get a little bit of payback against Kevin Silva as well for what transpired last week. You hear that one guy that just loudly went, boo! The one guy stood out. Topher, why would you bring in bad omens like that? Let's not bring up the horrors of what happened at Ascendance, okay? And here he comes, his boys. Chris Sullivan and JT Fury just picked themselves up a nice W over Dance Party. Let's see if Double Y himself, Lashley, can now get himself a victory and a shot at the Rising Star title. Flashy's coming off one hell of a goddamn match earlier this week on Fusion against Matt Devious. He did take the loss, but man, did Flashy prove to a lot of the doubters that he can hang with the best of them. What a match that was. Match of the year candidate. And last but not least, to round out these 8 superstars, going to be the man who was screwed out of the championship earlier this past Sunday at SummerSlam when Brock Lesnar made his CMV return and attacked him, virtually just handing the Rising Star title to Polarman, the man with Viking blood in his veins, Eric Skarsgård. And of course, guys, it has officially been announced. Remember, post-SummerSlam, Paul Heyman held a press conference with Alpha World Champion Yuri Sokolov and Brock Lesnar. Heyman announcing that Lesnar has officially returned to CMV and the Genesis roster. And you know Skarsgård is going to want to get his revenge on the Beast. That is a matchup I would love to see. Just the one guy like, yeah, Skarsgård, woo, yeah. We need Paul Burchill back in the game to get that beautiful entrance where he jumps down from the stage. Okay, entrance is finally over. Now we get into the action, guys. Chaos to ensue. Look at the ring. Poor Poe just completely disappears in the midst of the anarchy. One of these 8 men gonna stand the last man and go on to next Sunday's Dark Carnival pay-per-view event. I saw 2 TKOs right away to challenge RGP for his CMV Rising Star Championship. First pinfall by Flashy on Skarsgård, I do believe, only got himself a 1 count. Got Kevin Silva going after Johnny Columbus. No surprise there. Seth was rudely sent tumbling down from the second turnbuckle. Now Ryan Riley jumping over the absolute just fucking madness in the ring with that body splash, forearm smash by Virtue to him now. And I do believe Ryan Riley, probably the smallest competitor here in this matchup. Well, Skarsgård, very obviously the biggest. Probably height-wise and strength, the strongest too. Nice Hurricane Rana there by Columbus to the Portuguese wrestling god. D'Angelo Prince digging some knees. Oh boy. Come on, man. Why you always gotta be calling me? Gonna mess up the chat. Kevin Silva grabbing the hair of his head now up against the ropes, utilizing the ring as a weapon. Columbus digging a knee into the chest of Silva and out of the second turnbuckle. Looks like a beautiful DDT by Virtue while Flashy continues the hurt on Skarsgård in the corner. Yeah, that's obviously where they got the idea, right? But oh, wait a minute, Flashy. If this was over the top rope, Flashy would be taking a big risk right now, coast to coast. Double boots to the sternum of Skarsgård. Meanwhile, butterfly suplex there to Columbus. Snapmare by D'Angelo Prince to no love Seth Royce. D'Angelo Prince just broke up the pin of Flashy on Skarsgård. That's interesting tactic. It's elimination there, D'Angelo. You want guys to get eliminated. Oh, nice counter by Flashy. D'Angelo looking for a Frankensteiner. Instead gets a interestingly executed Phoenix Splash. That's not how it's supposed to go. Leg drop bulldog by Ryan Riley here, guys. I can't keep up with the action. This is absolute just... it's too much. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Scoop slam by Seth Royce. Poe is down, by the way, taking his bump. It was only a matter of time. Poor Poe. Should have been on the outside. Skarsgård neck crank. Cinched in here on Flashy while D'Angelo Prince grabbing himself a breather. I always talk about in multi-man matches how just try to keep your distance. Try to let your opponents wear each other down. Your opponents eliminate each other. Then when you have an opening, close in. By the way, heir to the throne by Prince there to Seth Royce. Doesn't keep Mr. No Love down for very long, though. Yeah, all these guys should just go to the back and make their entrances again, to be honest. Ryan Riley deciding it's a good idea to taunt. I don't know about that strategy, but hey, I'm not an in-ring competitor, so what do I really know? Captures suplex by Royce there to D'Angelo Prince going for the pin. Oh, nice, bring it up to a seat, but wait a minute. Fisherman's neck breaker by Double R. Gonna go for the pin on Virtue? No, guys. I think Virtue might be the first superstar to go. Ryan Riley looking for that cross-face, tickling his with a counter by Virtue. He knew it was coming. Obviously did his homework, and now Virtue, Widow's Peak, or Widowmaker, whatever you want to call it. It's your life. I won't tell you how to live it. Not going to go for the pin, though. Having some mercy on Riley, who's just out cold. Body strewed all about the ring. And now Riley trying to get himself back up to his feet using the ropes. Oh, Flashy with a pile driver. That did not look like it tickled. A career-ending maneuver, a pile driver. That's why it's banned in most places in the world. It was banned for a long time. Actually, it was banned in CMV at one point. Way back when the original run of NXT, season 1, if you will, of our illustrious company, it was banned. Wait a minute, Silva with a pin on Columbus, nearly eliminated him. That was a close count right there. Another pinfall count, and Skarsgård eliminated Flashy. Flashy, wait a minute, same time, D'Angelo Prince locking in Tequila Sunrise. Tequila Sunrise, will we have another elimination? Wow, Skarsgård just saving Virtue. Okay, interesting tactic. But Flashy and Columba, I didn't even see that Silva had the abominable stretch locked in. Silva eliminating Columbus, so Flashy and Johnny Columbus have been eliminated, my friends. I didn't get to see what Skarsgård even hit Flashy with to pin him either. But now Johnny Columbus is still in the ring, but there are 6. We got Blake Virtue, Kevin Silva, D'Angelo Prince, Eric Skarsgård, Ryan Riley, and Seth Royce are the ones who remain. As Columbus just back to his feet. Has to hit the showers with Flashy. Maybe not with Flashy. I don't think they're going to shower together. But... Hey, what up, baby? What up? The love of my life. Welcome. We are right dab smack in the middle of our main event Omega Driver, and Virtue eliminates Seth Royce. No Love will not be going to Dark Carnival next Sunday to challenge for the Rising Star title. Then there were 5. Flashy, Johnny Columbus, now Seth Royce eliminated. On an air to the throne by D'Angelo Prince. As now he's maybe trying to go to the top rope. No, I'm not too sure. Pinfall attempt by D'Angelo. See a lateral press on Virtue, but not enough to get the 3 count. Not even enough for a 2 count. Meanwhile, Ryan Riley going to go for that fisherman's neck breaker of his to the massive Eric Skarsgård. Look to the gut. What the hell is this? Hangman's face buster by D'Angelo. Oh, but not able to make the pin. Kevin Silva cut him off, but Ryan Riley going to take the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. At the same time, lateral press by Kevin Silva, but Ryan Riley saving Prince. One of these 5 men is going to Dark Carnival next Sunday to challenge RGP with a Rising Star title, and it might not be Ryan Riley after that lifting wayside slam. Big, talk about a slobber knocker. Rip and Peace Virtue. Oh, and there's the vintage fucking weird bug that just pauses the game for no reason. And as Virtue goes for a pin here on Skarsgård, D'Angelo Prince to the top rope. We have got a tweet from Chris Diamond that says, what was that about Brass Ring Club being great? Yeah, I don't think so, baby. Taking that shot at Flashy being eliminated. Reverse DDT from Prince delivered there to the Portuguese wrestling god, while Virtue with that assisted, swinging neck breaker. And, there we go. That's how you utilize your environment to inflict more damage. Virtue's got the right idea. And just everybody deciding to taunt right now. Well, Skarsgård's like, so. What's Virtue doing? Roll him up, D'Angelo. Roll him up. Should have rolled him up right there. Oh, someone just got busted up, but I'm pretty sure it was Virtue. Oh, the big boot by Skarsgård. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. Virtue enduring a lot of pain in this matchup and still continuing on. Ryan Riley got that busy schedule, huh? Well, perhaps he can make it a 3rd championship match if he is victorious here. Oh, wait a minute! Hangman's facebuster by D'Angelo. Now busts Skarsgård up an aggressive pin. Lateral press. 1, 2. Oh, Skarsgård able to survive, but at the same time, Virtue with the Widowmaker to Silva. And the Portuguese wrestler god might be punching his ticket out of here. Yes, he is. And then there were 4. Blake Virtue, D'Angelo Prince, Ryan Riley, and Eric Skarsgård remain. Ooh, beautiful Michinoku driver. Ooh, I love that. What a twirl. I give that twirl a 5 out of 5. Kevin Silva taking his long walk to the back as Eric Skarsgård caught up in a Windsor knot. Right up the old pooter. Lateral press by D'Angelo Prince. Meanwhile, on Virtue in the corner, only a 2 count. I'm sure RGP is watching this matchup very closely from wherever the hell he might be right now. Because one of these, no matter who it is, that's going to be a tough challenge for RGP. Nice reversal, though, by Ryan Riley for Skarsgård's chokeslam attempt there. Virtue and D'Angelo Prince battling for the right of who gets to use the theme song. Ooh! Woo! Prince with that roundhouse kick of his. It's one of the maneuvers he's most known for. Now Virtue going to make him pay for it, unloading with these kicks, back elbows, strike-a-palooza. You do not want to get into a fight with Blake Virtue. Meanwhile, Ryan Riley, the smallest man in this matchup, and Eric Skarsgård, the biggest, just tearing into each other. Virtue now lining up his shot, and D'Angelo Prince might be going night-night. Nope, reverses the Widow's Maker attempt. Down on one knee. Skarsgård grabbing Riley by the hair and his head, just whipping him back into the mat. Goes for a clothesline. Just want to suck the air right out of himself. Running straight into the ropes. And now D'Angelo Prince looks to finally get Virtue out of here. Hangman's facebuster into the pin. Poe, 1, 2, 3. Virtue is eliminated, and then there were 3. As Ryan Riley in trouble, but D'Angelo Prince, actually, remember earlier in the matchup, Ryan Riley saved D'Angelo from a pin. Maybe a bit of an alliance being formed by D'Angelo and Ryan here, especially now with Skarsgård being the man left between them. D'Angelo Prince, Eric Skarsgård, and Ryan Riley. Who's going to Dark Carnival? As Blake Virtue exits the ring. Irish whip rebound, Skarsgård just running. Yeah, look at that. They are definitely working together. This is not good news for Skarsgård. Backslide driver by D'Angelo Prince. Now he takes a breather while Ryan Riley continues the attack. Raining down the elbow, drops to the inner thigh. Take away the legs of Skarsgård. He can't throw his weight around, his power. I can't say I blame D'Angelo and Ryan for it. I might not agree with it. It should be every man for himself, but I understand. You know, Skarsgård's a big, mean-looking motherfucker. I would not want to go one-on-one against him. D'Angelo and Riley thinking, hey, we work together, we eliminate him, then me and you go at it. You know, a fair fight. Look at the strike of Riley, though. Skarsgård up on his shoulders for a good couple of seconds there before snake eyes him on the top turnbuckle. Now Riley with a hook to the jaw and a sleeper slam. Skarsgård is getting that work. Skarsgård continuing to get screwed over first in SummerSlam by Brock Lesnar, now by these two. Wait a minute. The alliance does not last very long. Pile driver to Prince there by the psychotic Ryan Riley, and for a pinfall attempt as well. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Now Skarsgård from behind. Ryan Riley doesn't even see him into lariat. And who's he lining up? Oh, Ryan Riley. I think about to get that big boot from the Viking himself. Doesn't even go for the pin. That is not a smart tactic if you want my inquiry on the matter. Which I don't think anybody really does, but, you know, there it is. It's out there in the world now. Just wanting to inflict some pain to Riley out and see, but now Skarsgård tripped up, let it chip the tooth on that canvas. Now D'Angelo Prince looks for revenge against Ryan Riley. Busted wide open with a sharp elbow. Now a hook to the jaw and from behind. Ryan Riley, if he locks it in, there it is. Crossface chicken wing by Ryan Riley. But, oh, Skarsgård makes the save. What the hell? Look at D'Angelo's out like a light, though, adorning that proverbial crimson mask, too. Knee to the chest now. Riley coming up from behind. D'Angelo, please chill. Looks like he's dead. Someone check his pulse. Poe. I don't know if that man's alive. Single knee back. There we go. Prince now beginning to stir. Wayside slam by Eric Skarsgård. Just about putting Ryan Riley right through the damn canvas. Skarsgård turning to see D'Angelo up of the shoulders. Nice reversal though into a Russian leg sweep. Simple but effective. Elbow drop across the chest. That's a good 300 plus pounds crushing down on your lungs and your sternum. Campbell clutch now. Look at that. Look at how Skarsgård is so meticulous. I mean, just digging his fingers into the cut. The gash on D'Angelo's forehead. That would be a rope break in any normal matchup, but now Skarsgård just about bringing down the whole ring. Yeah, I don't know why they keep saving each other. I think a little bit of a... I think Eric Skarsgård just wants to like torment these two for teaming up on him earlier. That's why I love you, Bateman, you know? Into the corner, then tossed out into the center of the ring like a sack of dirty laundry. It seems like Ryan Riley and D'Angelo Prince have gone back to helping each other now. Jesus Christ, kicking the shit out of Skarsgård right there. Mamma mia. And get that elbow right to the chest. D'Angelo Prince taking a breather, taking a quick 5-second break in him in 5 minutes. Eric Skarsgård got to figure himself out a way to handle these two. Trying to fight back. D'Angelo's broke up Ryan Riley. Sing! But there's the roundhouse kick. But then the leg drop bulldog to D'Angelo. Riley pins Skarsgård. Get ding dong. Now Skarsgård back to his feet now. Going for the air to the throat. It was looking like Ryan Riley says, ah, ah, ah. Instead, Otto's going for a half crab. Instead of a knee bar. Being worked here. D'Angelo not sticking around in that for very long. What time is Gene? It'll be right after Reality Wrestling, so it's 2:30 right now. So I don't know, probably like, I don't know. How it depends how much longer this matchup goes on. These last three are taking their time. Ryan Riley to the corner. D'Angelo Prince charging him, only to get a back full of turnbuckle. Now Skarsgård and Ryan Riley forming a union. Double Russian leg sweep. And from that right into a lifting, I should say, wayside slam. Just deadlifting it. Oh, and Ryan Riley goes for the pin. Skarsgård going to allow it. And oh, whoo! D'Angelo. Damn, just kicked Poe. Poe, disqualify him. You don't deserve that kind of ish. What up, Echo? This is the main event of Reality Wrestling number 46. Started as an 8-man battle royal. Now we are down to 3. The winner gets a Rising Star Championship match next Sunday at Dark Carnival against RGP. You know Skarsgård would love to get redemption and challenge Pullman for the belt. For the most part, though, D'Angelo and Ryan Riley have been forming an alliance against the Viking. But wait a minute, dirty heel tactics by D'Angelo Prince, looking to eliminate Ryan Riley, but it's not enough. And now Riley gonna go for a little bit of a trip. Not a fun one either. Nearly set out of the ring. All 3 men are busted open, bleeding profusely. Refusing to be eliminated. Boot to the top of that, and then Skarsgård out of nowhere with a clothesline. Jeez Louise. Are we going to get a winner here? What? Ryan Riley. Oh! And Skarsgård still takes the pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Working for that neck crank. Instead gets an elbow straight to the gut. D'Angelo coming up from behind. Now D'Angelo Prince and Eric Skarsgård with an alliance. I think we've seen all 3 of these guys team up with each other at some point or another now. Nearly an hour and a half. Not this match. That would be something, but Reality Wrestling as a whole. Oh boy, Ryan Riley. This is not going to be a good trip for him. Oh, what? What? What's happening? What was that? It was like Cameron, pin him, ref. Count it. Well, that was one of the most interesting glitches I've ever seen. What the fuck? Now pinned by Skarsgård. Riley's still kicking out, even after going to another dimension there for a moment. Man, look at D'Angelo Prince's face. He is bleeding like a stuffed pig. You know, Skarsgård and Ryan Riley got these little cuts, you know, trickling blood. But D'Angelo, I don't even know how he's seeing right now. Oh! Roundhouse kick by D'Angelo out of nowhere, but Skarsgård doesn't let him make the pin. What are you doing, Skarsgård? Catching D'Angelo with another wayside slam. Doesn't go for the pin. Instead, now honing down on Ryan Riley. Kick to the gut, though, by Riley. Who's going to go for that fisherman's neck breaker of his. These guys need to start pinning. As Riley does. Skarsgård could be going home empty-handed. No. Good God. These three guys just taking the script, tearing it in half and throwing it out the window. They want that Rising Star Championship match. And they're willing to do whatever they have to get it. Count out of the choke them into a DDT, and that's Ryan Riley looks to finish. D'Angelo says, "Nah, fam, let me get it. I got this. Stand back and watch the pro." Yep. There it is. Tequila Sunrise. Look at the torque he's got on it. Tequila Sunrise being applied by D'Angelo Prince, and that torque is unlike anything I've ever seen. But Skarsgård doesn't tap. Oh my God, are you kidding? And Riley says, "Let me try to pin him," but D'Angelo breaks it up. Now deciding that taunting is a good idea. Oh, victory roll! Victory roll by D'Angelo! 1, 2... No, just a 2 count. Riley nearly screwed himself out of the wing here. Dragon. Got it. 2 hours later. Suplex neck breaker by Ryan Riley as Skarsgård. Now his face is just completely covered in blood. As Riley goes for a trip with that belly to belly all the way across the damn ring. And the pin! 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me? What the fuck, dude? How did he kick out? How did he kick out? What is this? The first fucking 5 guys got eliminated. Bam, 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 bam. Now these 3 are just like, let's stay out here all night. Fuck Genesis. O'Connor rolled German suplex by D'Angelo now, but Skarsgård is waiting in the wings. I don't even know if these 3 guys know what they're doing anymore. They're all suffering massive concussions. Elbow drops. A ton being rained down on the inner thigh of D'Angelo Prince. And a gut-wrench suplex by Skarsgård. And a desperation pin. I'm just hoping that anything will be enough. And maybe it will. Nope. The script has been lit on fire, Soul. Who's going to Dark Carnival next Sunday to challenge RGP for the Rising Star title? I don't know. We should give all 3 of these guys the opportunity at this point, to be honest. Oh my God, D'Angelo, let him hit it. You ding-dong. Ryan Riley tried to eliminate Skarsgård, but D'Angelo says, nah. Back elbow instead, then a snapmare, the second turnbuckle. Ooh, that was nice. The European uppercut right to the back of the head. What is Skarsgård doing? D'Angelo Prince with a lateral press. 1, 2. Nope. Ryan Riley just like, stop pinning me. I'm not. Here comes Skarsgård. Let me try. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Let's start a chant. Someone win. Someone win. Someone win. Someone win. Goodness gracious, my God. D'Angelo Prince at Ryan Riley, Skarsgård, all three of them with those crimson masks. Oh my God, another pin on poor Ryan Riley. 1, 2, nope. Oh, here comes Skarsgård as D'Angelo beats his chest. Trying to like mark his territory or something, I don't know. Now finally Skarsgård and D'Angelo target each other. Yes! D'Angelo Prince! How do you go for the pin, D'Angelo? Prince instead gonna go for a belly-to-belly claps to the temples. And now Skarsgård lining up his shot with that big boot. Let him pin Riley. No. Ryan gonna go for another fisherman's neckbreaker instead, and the pin on Skarsgård. Maybe he'll have it. 1, 2, 3. He does. Skarsgård is eliminated. It's down to Ryan Riley and D'Angelo Prince. See, Riley knows what he's doing, baby. Riley knows what he's doing. Now lock it in. The crossface chicken wing again. There's no rope breaks. Ryan Riley just a step away. Yes, D'Angelo Prince taps and Ryan Riley does it. The Psychotic one is going to Dark Carnival to challenge RGP for the Rising Star Championship. What a war that was. Ryan Riley endured the pain for a good 10 minutes, being double teamed by Skarsgård and Prince to come back and eliminate the both of them. Ryan Riley, RGP next Sunday, Dark Carnival for the gold. Definitely deserved. So close. So close, Suntan. All right, guys, now just give me about 10 minutes or so I can actually set up the card, and then we will be live with Genesis. Number 14, if someone can post on the website for me. On a missed action-packed Genesis with 5 eliminations. So I will see you momentarily if my Twitch app would open up. There we go.